This may sound minor, but the emotional side of things matter. I have currently a buyer, a single mom.
Welcome back to the pod. My name is Scott Werner with the Capstone team, brokered by Coldwell Banker Ingram Safari.
Donovan Johnson, also brokered by Coldwell Banker Ingram Safari.
We tried to map that one out, but it just kind of fell flat. Hey, we're all under one roof now. We're brothers. We're back at it again.
Brother. Today we're going to talk about something that's sometimes hard for a seller to see.
The fact that buyers are not even evaluating the house by itself. That's huge. That is huge, especially in the buyer's market.
Yeah, man. What's that saying? There's plenty of fish in the sea. Depending on if it's a buyer or a seller market, that phrase can be altered.
Yep.
But there are plenty of fish in the sea.
I mean, which sounds obvious until the seller, until you're the seller and suddenly the house becomes very special and every buyer should have it.
Yeah, man. And dude, naturally, people, especially if you leave something better than you found it, that's something they're going to be focused on. Another thing, probably the biggest thing that's sometimes hard to overcome, most difficult, the memories, man.
Yeah.
Like Little Johnny learned how to ride a bike in the driveway. Like Little Johnny opened Christmas presents right there for 15 years, and they think about the work and the sweat equity that they put into the home.
Yeah. Buyers focus on one thing. How does it compare to the other homes around you? Sorry. All those special things that you have are special. All those memories are special. But guess what? The buyers don't buy into that. The buyers buy into what your house is compared to the rest of the house. They don't have the special attachments to your house.
And man, speaking of that comparison, it happens so fast.
Yeah.
And usually some people take notes. Sometimes you just know or not. But the thing is that you have to be able to do certain things to separate yourself, whether it's pricing or presentation.
I mean, it happens very fast. I just had an agent show my house yesterday, and then today he hit me up with, hey, they don't really like the layout. They love the house. It showed great, but I just don't think it's going to work for them. I'm like, okay, it checked off multiple parts of their boxes, but not every part. Buyers leave showings, and guess what? They rank the house ready to go. And I think we've talked about it in the podcast before. They rank the house in the car. They're going to talk about that house. Hey, is it 1, 2, or 3 that we are going to look at putting offers on? Or is it on the trash heap? Is it on the compost bin?
Yeah. And I think the divide is just in the position, like sellers are in their house every day.
Yep.
Versus a buyer that's a temporary at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, you are 100% correct. Sellers see history. Sellers feel emotions. Sellers have memories. Buyers see inventory. I mean, that's what they see. There's no hate on your house. It's just different perspectives.
Dude, absolutely. And this kind of goes back to our last episode of the casual versus stepping into the under contract, when you're really filling each other out. It's just a different perspective.
Yeah. Sellers remember the kitchen remodel that, was $5,000 over budget, and my husband forgot to put this wire to this electrical outlet and almost burned the place down. They have memories. The weekend spent fixing things, the backyard barbecues, all those memories flood in and little details to make that house feel like a home.
Absolutely. And man, buyers walk in with the other side of the spectrum, no emotion. And if you got me as a realtor, I probably know about how much you owe in your home too.
Yeah. I mean, that's huge. Hey, look, this is where we're going to offer, because guess what? Realtors like us, we know how much you bought it for, and we know how long ago you bought it. And we're looking at, the CMAs.
Right,
where is the house compared to the other houses, which sometimes is why sellers get frustrated when buyers act that way. And I mean, hey, I'm sorry. You have memories in the house, but we're transitioning you to that other house to make those memories again. Bring all the pictures with you. Bring all the pictures of little Johnny scraping his knee and how dad went down there and picked him up. Those pictures and feelings can come with you, but it's to a different house. And we're putting your house on the market for another buyer to say, let's make our memories here.
Yeah, man. Like, your house is, I feel like it's just one of those things that you hold so near and dear, you know, and I mean, everybody does, you know, your home is a sacred place.
Yep.
But man, these buyers are trying to make it their sacred place.
Yeah. I mean, meanwhile, like you said, the buyers are standing there wondering why the dining room fixtures haven't been changed since 1997 or 2000. Man. I mean, I know 97 is not old for me. Were you even born in 97?
1 year later, I made my debut.
I mean, so what, like Donovan's looking at these light fixtures and saying, man, I've never seen light fixtures like this before. They should have updated them.
Man, it's kind of like how when people have cats and they become nose blind, but if you walk into a house and you smell the animal really fast, man, buyer, sellers, you just kind of get it used to the way things are. And some people you can walk into that listening appointment and be like, we need candles and all the air freshener. And sometimes people are kind of shoulder shrug it.
Yeah, I have a buyer like that has cats in the house, and I'm trying to get their house moved. And I'm sorry, I have a seller like that. Love my sellers, and they have now tried everything. Like, they have taken the cats out. They've ozoned the house. I'm like, geez, y'all went above and beyond. Let's not just mask the odor. Let's go ahead and kill every bit of odor that was in that house. And I mean, like you said, nose blind. That's what I was getting at. The first impressions carry a lot more weight than what sellers think. I mean, once again, it's comparison.
And the thing is think about, dude, just the world we live in. First of all, they're trying to replace realtors. Second of all, because they, meaning like the AI
Skynet
and stuff.
Skynet.
Like right.
Yeah.
But I'm saying everything's at people's fingertips now. So imagine being able to flip through a Rolodex real quick and be able to buy a photo. Oh yeah, this is when I want this one. And so, like Scott was saying earlier, those first impressions are crucial.
I mean, they like you said, they have it right at their fingertips. This one had a better layout. This one had way more natural light. This one's felt bigger, but it technically wasn't. I mean, the way that people have everything at their fingertips now, he is 100% correct. They're trying to get rid of us, but guess what? Not these two. They're not getting rid of us.
And sometimes it's crazy with having to explain to your seller how sometimes the smallest factor wind up being the determining thing.
Yeah, I mean, very small. This house feels brighter. This house is cleaner. Walk into it and have a better feeling, a better zen, a better feng shui about it. I mean, that's what buyers are looking at compared to what sellers are wanting to hear.
Yeah, man. And I think a perfect example is that this may sound minor, but the emotional side of things matter. I have currently a buyer, a single mom, recently lost husband, moving back into town. And the biggest thing whenever I was looking with her through FaceTime and through her friends that I was showing her houses is that how's this home feel? Like, is this mom and her two children going to feel protected and safe in this? Are they going to be able to feel like, hey, I'm going to just redo this little section because I had a good little, I'm going to just redo my little point. All right. These things sound minor, but the emotional side of things is almost more important than the physical and what we can see. I had a client that is from here but moved out of town. Husband tragically passed away about a year ago. She has 2 children. And one of my biggest factors whenever I was on FaceTime with her, since she couldn't physically be there, is how does this home feel? Because I know whenever she moves here, that's going to be big. So I was looking for cleanliness, but I was also looking just for the energy to be right. And I don't want to get all woo-woo, but I do believe that through everything, you can be pointed in the right direction and guided by our higher power.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, that's one thing that the customers are feeling, how they feel inside the house. It's an emotional comparison usually sticks longer than how much the square footage sticks. You know, buyers rarely leave saying that second bedroom dimension, they just weren't excellent. They feel the emotion of the house.
Right. They're usually like flow wise, this felt good, or I could see us spending time here and da 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 da.
I mean, exactly. Easier to picture themselves in, easier to understand, easier to live. I mean, right now, I'm going through like, are houses easier to sell whether they're occupied or whether they're vacant? Because nowadays you can Canva, AI, you can throw living room sets together in there and probably make it look better than what's actually there to give other people a perspective. But what is actually driving that perspective? Is it people actually looking for that or what?
I think one of the biggest disconnects, man, is that the weighing skill. Buyers and sellers don't necessarily weigh things the same way. They don't take as importance in some of the things, especially I always ask my buyers, what are some non-negotiables? I think that's all in the same vein of like, what are some things that hell or high water you want this?
Yeah. I mean, and like you said, when the scale's off, the scale's off, and the seller has to know, look, I'm selling your house, but the person that's buying it is not buying it for the memories.
Yeah, man. And sellers may focus on upgrades and money invested. And I get the question all the time when I'm pre-listing a home. Hey, are there any improvements you suggest I do? A lot of the time, I'm sometimes hesitant because I want them to get their monies back out. You know, you put $1 in, I would like you to get $1 back. There's no point in getting 50 cents back on the dollar. You might as well just credit them the money and ask for what it's worth, you know? So,
I mean, that's what the thing is. Buyers are focused on flow, comfort, lighting, what makes it, whether the house feels overwhelming, too much to clean, not enough to clean. That's what buyers are focused on. But getting back to your point is that the 50 cents on the dollar hit me because, like, if you had a pool, that's your convenience. That's something that you want. You are a generator, like my house. I have a whole home generator. Do I spend X amount? Do I think that I'm going to get that X amount back when I sell it? No, I might get zero. But guess what? That generator saved me and what I wanted. The buyer might think it as hey, it's a great upgrade, but I'm not paying for that.
Absolutely. And you can present a dog and pony show to a buyer, but they can still be hesitant because they may not care.
Yeah, especially when the seller says, but we've updated everything. We're there. The buyer sometimes is not.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. You can do everything right in your eyes and the buyer still would be like, no. Buyers respond more to clarity than perfection.
Yeah, I mean, because updates alone don't create connection. The house can technically be updated, but still feel very heavy, dark, crowded, hard to take pictures in. I mean, you and I come across these houses on the daily and we're like, okay, I can see why they don't sell.
And here's the thing, man, a buyer will move on emotionally so quick. And in this market, even though it's way better than last year, I think it's actually like 17 or 18% better mathematically.
Yep.
But if you don't once you have people's attention, man, we live in a short attention span anyway. So anything you do argumentatively to push them away may cost you more money on the back end because it's costing you time.
I mean, that's a good way to put it. Every house, they make quick emotions. They make the quick decision. They want to see the sense that they're going to be living in there, paying this much money for it quickly?
I always err on the side of simple and clear for a seller. I would say if you can, take down the little family photos and stuff like that. There are some things, though, it's good to show people the beds and the side tables and just show them a living room setup. Some people don't have the imagination, so they like to see it. But don't opt, unless the house is calling for it and naturally has the character, I would just go for simple and clean.
I mean, you're 100% correct. As I tell clients when they're selling the house, hey, look, we're facilitating a move, so start moving. Like if you have a garage,
I like that actually.
Start packing things up. Yeah. The clothes that are in the secondary closet, if we're in summer, your winter clothes, we plan to have this thing gone by winter. Put those winter clothes in a box, put them in the garage, and put them off to the side. Not everybody can do that because what if they don't have a garage? But there's things that you can do to say, hey, look, we're moving on from this house. I mean,
Scott, what I really like about you saying, like, we're moving the move, it's like acting on faith, like we're not doing this to just see, like we're going to move with the intention that it's already done.
Yeah. I mean, it's not necessarily, the house is not necessarily the fanciest. It's not necessarily the most expensive. It's the easiest to connect with. And when things are out of the way, it's much easier for them to be able to connect and be like, my things can fit here, instead of it being full of your winter clothes and they can't see the back wall of that closet.
I like that. So pretty much you're saying that just eliminating distractions as much as you can.
Yeah.
So they can, it's like the blank canvas thing. Give them the canvas.
Just give them the canvas. Let them be the painter.
I like that.
I mean, that's why condition, lighting, cleanliness, the layout matters so much. It's a blank canvas. Let them paint. Let them have hey, look, we said it before. Y'all are moving out. Let them have a blank canvas. Let them put their painting up of the house.
Yeah. Something that I like to try and do is just role switch and be like, hey, if you were a buyer, imagine walking into your house. Now, how would you feel? How would you be looking around? Like,
exactly. I mean, buyers should not feel like they're trying to solve a puzzle here. They should feel like when they walk into your living room, they should feel, you want them to make it feel like they're walking into their living room.
Right. And bro, we got to remember this whole point of this is that there's competition around.
Yep.
And there's going to be a lot of courting going on, a lot of dating. But imagine if you were able to hit that wow factor. And the wow factor, man, we're not saying have the fireworks set to explode outside the house once you open the door. We're asking you for cleanliness, maybe a candle. I mean, it's the little things that can make the biggest difference.
I mean, like you said, there's real competition. Sellers naturally see the home different than buyers do. It's normal. Mm-hmm. It's stated. Just because a buyer wants to see, just because a seller's trying to push a home down a buyer's throat, it's not going to happen. Square peg, round hole.
Yeah, man, you got to be able to see the other side of it, how these buyers are even thinking right now. Because even a year ago, it was a completely different market.
Yeah.
So.
Because your house is not competing against your experiences in that house. Your house is competing against the competition around it. How it stands out compared to every other house. Like right now, I have one in Graywood that is just sticking. It's only been on the market 10 days, but I can see it trying to stick because Graywood's Oleander market is just flooded with houses. So what am I going to do since this man just repainted his home? What am I going to do to make this house get a buyer?
I hope you find a buyer, and I hope you keep doing open houses for it or something.
Well, that one I got fired from, but this is a different one. Dang. But truthfully, guys, hired, fired, it happens. The thing is, at the end of the day, as real estate agents, we're trying to make this move easier for y'all. And that's why we talk about these things on Real Talk Real Estate. Because once again, we're trying to make the process understandable. And because Donovan and I do it every day. You don't. So this is why we do these podcasts, to make you feel like, man, I have a grasp. I have an understanding. So thank y'all so much. Like, thumbs up, subscribe, give us all the love. Donovan, hit him with it.
All love at the bottom. Game point.